Now this area that I'm at has a history, not only of the Ohio grassman, but also of dogman, and something I heard from a truck driver called a black chuck or shuck, something, I guess a big black dog with one eye. I don't know. My area of interest, as all you know, is Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch, aka the Ohio grassman. And tonight I'm going to be setting up a little bit closer to the river, just down here at the bottom. And yeah, I've got absolutely zero gear with me, except for my cell phone and a pocket knife. That's it. Not going to be lighting a fire. Not going to be hooping and hollering and knocking and whooping. The only thing I'm going to be doing is listening and letting the woods talk to me, letting the woods tell me what is here. Not out there making a big racket or a bunch of distractions. What I call Bigfooting on a purist level. No need to walk around with a 357 Python on your side. If you're that scared of the woods, then stay the hell out the woods. I've always said that. So yeah, got a pocket knife and a cell phone. That's all the gear I have. Exactly what I originally started Bigfooting with, only it was a camera, a video camera, and a pocket knife. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. That's all I need. That's it. There you can actually see the river. Pretty little glimmer of it there. That's the Mohican. Actually, that cut. If this area, if I hear anything decent tonight, this would be a good place to run a thermal imager, which I do have. I have gear. I'm going back old school, how I used to do it. So I'm going to go down the road here. Right about the middle of that dip is where public land starts. This is public right here where I'm at. Then a little sliver of it is private, and then right back to public. And I've got a nice little area thought out at the bottom of the hill. We're going to go let the woods talk to us. There's just something about that green bottom land, and that's where we're headed, to the river bottom. Now it's public on both sides. Hey everybody, Mike here, Ohio Bigfoot Outdoors. I'm with Eva, and today I am getting back to my roots. You see, I kind of missed solo research. So today, I am high above the banks of the Mohican River. There you can maybe catch a little glimpse of it. Yeah, I'm on a road where no guardrails and a small mistake can have big consequences. Now just a few miles up the road is Mohican State Park, Mohican Memorial Forest. Just a little ways that way is Woodbury Wildlife Area. And here I am, right in the middle. A little pocket area. Back in 02 or 03, not too far from here, I held a pretty sizable expedition. Okay, I don't know if that'll let me zoom. Nope, I'll have to switch modes. There we go, now I can zoom. Okay, so here's the setup. First and foremost, I have the bike pointed at a quick exit if I need it. So should I need to get the hell up out of here in a hurry, I can. To my back, I've got a very pretty woods. And then across is the river bottom and that high hill. So now I'm in the bottomland. And I like this because it's from the river all the way down. It's just a natural sound funnel. But this is one of my areas that I love to squirrel hunt. There's some old house foundations up here too. But in the fall, this is just one of the prettiest woods. It's almost carpeted. It's just nice. And this is where we're going to be listening from tonight. I'm not going to be out here late, but I'm going to wait till it's good and dark, because that, what in the bow hunting world we call it the magic hour. It's that first hour, like half an hour before sun up to half an hour after sun up. That's when most of the game moves, the critters. And then that half hour before sunset and that half hour after sunset is when critters move the most. So I'm here at a prime time. Some people love morning hunts, and I do, and I've had success with morning hunts. But I like evening hunts. The morning hunt, the good thing is that if you get a deer, the day's just going to keep getting brighter and brighter, and you're not doing crap in the dark. So, now, on an evening hunt, if you get a deer, and you're gutting and all that fun stuff after dark, the sun's down, it's getting colder, but this is all public land. And I'll show you this meadow. This is the meadow where I think shit's gonna go down. And it's actually private property. Oh, there goes a deer. So, now even though it's private property, I'm still more than allowed to stand here on the road because there's no houses or anything. And watch that. But this, right there's the boundary. Then if you see the ODNR sign, no vehicles beyond this sign. Public. So, but I think up on those hills, okay, that was crazy. That was an extremely loud knock. And I just walked out of there to show you guys that. No fucking way. I literally just got here. No flipping way. That was a heck of a knock. I gotta start making my videos kid safe. I gotta try to quit cussing. Throwing out F-bombs. Dadgummit. Man, that was a loud knock. No way that happened. I mean, it's not stormy, it's not breezy. It's just a very light breeze. Enough to move the grass, but not the trees. But that was a loud, close knock type sound. I'm not going to say for sure that it was a knock. But it was definitely a knock type sound. And it couldn't have been far. It had to be within eyeshot of where I turned around. That's crazy. I hope the recorder caught that. I know I can bring it out on my computer at home. There's a tree shaking back there. Daggum mosquitoes. Okay, right back in there. I know it's gonna go blurry, but right between these two trees, there was a tree shaking. No way, I just got here. It ain't even dark. want to go to where that sound was. But if it happens to be milling around, if that was in fact a knock, and there's a grass man, a Bigfoot, out here watching me, actively watching me, maybe moving around to get a better view, if I rush in there, it's probably gonna book it. If I don't go in there, I'll never find the footprints or anything. So, the plus side is I'm not too far from home. So I can always come back, probably tomorrow, and look for prints. Why are all these mosquitoes on my Harley? Why are you attracted to my bike? They're actually barely bothering me, but they're all over the bike. Now kids, don't listen to this part. But if you use a cigarette, a cigar, a pipe, mosquitoes hate smoke. Yeah, that's right. Always gotta be the one. I am going to get ate up tonight. I don't even have my bug spray on. Talk about a great example